finally, some good fucking matchmaking. Bro, Ruffy and Fiziev. S-tier. S-tier matchmaking going on. Like I said, I think we need to give the UFC their props when they do something right. This is fucking excellent matchmaking. My hands are up in the air. Pure cinema. All that shit. I see people crying about this matchup saying that Benoit Saint Denis beat Ruffy and now Ruffy gets a top 10 opponent. If anything, this is that logic cuts both ways because Ruffy, yeah, he could go ahead and fight some more unranked dudes, or he goes ahead and fights Fiziev. Everyone's saying, oh, he just lost to Benoit Saint Denis. He should be fighting unranked dudes. Bro, we just saw what Benoit Saint Denis went and did in his last fight. And if that's true, then this is the worst possible thing that Ruffy can do. So it's fine. Know what I mean? Because if he went back and just started fighting cans, like no one would give a fuck. He goes and fights Fiziev. Oh, he shouldn't be doing that. He should be fighting cans. Well, by your logic, he's just going to get chinned anyway and he'll be back to fighting cans. So who cares? In my mind, this is S-tier matchmaking. Banger, banger, banger matchup. Ruffy is, in my opinion, the most exciting person in that division outside of Max Holloway. But like we all know Max. That's kind of people don't really... Max has such exciting fights that it has just become the norm. And people don't even... Maybe they subconsciously think of him as a super exciting fighter, but they don't consciously think of him as one. Whereas I think Ruffy is... Consciously, I think of Ruffy, I'm like, fuck, this is prime Conor, bro. It's insane. Him versus Fiziev, that is a very, very good matchup. Is the inexperience and, you know, people, how I see people saying he should be fighting cans, is that going to shine through and he's going to melt in front of Fiziev? Or, and what I think might happen, is Ruffy gets a spinning wheel head kick KO on Fiziev's jaw. Because the only way I can see Fiziev winning this is through a decision. I don't think he knocks Ruffy out. But I do think it is very possible that Ruffy tires. He has the exact same Conor McGregor fighting style. That fighting style is not sustainable over 15 minutes, let alone 25. We've seen Conor time and time again just gas out. I think it's around 7 to 8 minutes. If you can survive that, you're okay. But even if Fiziev survives that, 7 to 8 minutes, that's half the fight. So I might end up as a draw, going off that MMA math. But very, very, very good matchmaking. Possible fight of the year? I don't think so. On paper it could be, but I really don't think so. Because fight of the years are usually wars that go back and forth and they go the full fight. I don't see this doing that. And if it goes the full distance, it'll be like Ruffy will just be getting tired. It'll just be boring. Like, know what I mean? So I'm a bit sick. What else is on this card? Bunch of fucking bullshit. No, some other fights did get announced. Tai Tuivasa coming back against Taliesin Teixeira. Tai, I'm very glad to see you back, but you're getting chinned in front of your hometown. It is what it is. Tai Tuivasa is going to show up even fatter than he normally does. He's going to miss weight, and Taliesin Teixeira is going to knock him out. It is what it is. What else has been announced? Bullshit and Dan Hooker versus Benoit Saint Denis. That's a good matchup. Dan Hooker is so hit or miss. Like, he'll randomly just lose to some piece of shit and then he beats Gamrot without even trying. He's kind of like Michael Johnson in that way. So for this one, like, Dan Hooker should win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Benoit Saint Denis folds him. And Dan Hooker's taken this fight incredibly quickly after the Arman Tsarukyan fight. That was just last weekend, wasn't it? Well, look, 2 weekends ago. He's already signed for the next one. Dan's face was pretty fucked up after the Armin fight, so I don't even know if like his swelling will be gone. Probably it'll be 8 weeks. 8 weeks after, so I guess. What else is on here? Jimmy Crute, no one cares. Sergey lightweight bout. Quillen Sal killed. I actually haven't seen Quillen fight, but I've heard very good things. I'll have to make sure to catch that. Welterweight bout, bunch of bullshit. Featherweight, Junior Tougher. I thought he got cut. Or was that Justin? Let me check his. Oh, that's his boxing record. 6-4 record. If you go out there and lose, you are going the same way as your brother, my friend. Billy Alcalina, he doesn't even have a Wikipedia page, so I don't know if this is going to be a light heavy, if it's going to be a heavy. It'll probably be back at heavyweight, because these tougher brothers, they just seem to be fat fucks who can't control what they eat. Them and Tai Tuivasa probably hang out a lot. And then Road to UFC Season 4. Like, who gives a fuck about any of that shit? No one really cares. And then we've got Diego Lopez and Volk headlining bullshit matchup, but whatever. We got the bullshit matchups, but that Ruffy and Fiziev one, S tier. Benoit St. Denis and Dan Hooker, that's interesting as well. I'm not too mad at that. The rest of it, who cares, bro? Who cares? Yeah, potential fight of the year, maybe knockout of the year. Just getting flashbacks of Ruffy, spinning wheel kick KOing Bobby Green. That had to be racist, that knockout, bro. Yeah, that's about it. I'm in the habit of giving UFC their props now when they do something right, because they fuck up so often. We need to give them props when they do stuff right. And I'm about to have a coughing attack. So, this shit's done. Good matchmaking. Goodbye.